Spotlight cam, floodlight cam, hardwired, battery, pro, non-pro, 2K, 4K. Ring makes a lot of cameras, some with built-in lighting and many more without. Recently, it launched the new second-generation Ring Spotlight Cam battery. And whether it might be good for you may depend on whether you can actually read what I'm holding up on this sign, and whether that's actually a problem or part of the package. I'm Erin Lawrence, a professional tech reviewer and journalist who's hands-on tested hundreds of products over 10 years on YouTube and nearly every product in Ring's lineup. In this video, I'll talk about what the ideal use case for the Ring second generation Spotlight Cam battery is, and I'll show you where I installed mine that's a bit different than average. I'll talk about how it works, whether there are noticeable improvements in the second generation model, and overall what the pros and the cons of this device are. I would like to say thank you to Ring for supplying the camera to me at no cost. While the company did gift me the product, it has not had any input into this review. Inside the box, you get the newly redesigned camera, which is a bit smoother and kind of chubbier than previous versions. The camera is on the front with an LED light panel running down each side. There's a small speaker below the camera too, and included in the box is a wall or a soffit mount and the necessary screws and wall anchors. A charging cable's in there too. Though Ring has recently unveiled new, higher-powered, more advanced batteries, Ring does use its original batteries in this camera, though it has redesigned the battery mount, and this camera will actually hold two batteries, though you only get one in the package. Now, over the years, I have accumulated a few extras, so I am going to add a second battery into my setup here. Right out of the gate, I don't really like the new mount because it seems to make it more difficult to remove the battery, and the two-part kind of sliding bracket is a bit fussy and makes it difficult to grasp the batteries easily. You'll want to remove the battery and fully charge it before you set up and install the camera, and the best thing to do is to get the camera set up indoors and then mount it outside afterwards so you don't have to potentially take care of this step while you're standing on a ladder. Open the Ring app and scan the QR code on the side of the camera, then follow the instructions, which will help connect it to Wi-Fi. It takes just a couple of taps and less than a minute, and you should be connected, as I was. Mounting is similarly easy using the two-part mount. You'll just fix the base plate to your wall, overhang, or yes, a tree, screw it in tightly, and then attach the camera to the other half of the mount and screw it into place. There are two main reasons you'd want to choose this camera. One is that it's got that built-in spotlight, which I'll cover in a minute, and the second is because it has battery power. Using a battery to power the camera means you can place it literally anywhere and you don't have to worry about physical wiring or finding a plug, so the extreme versatility of this installation is probably the first thing that's drawing you to it. Now, the thing about battery power, though, is that it's finite, obviously, and because we will also need the battery to power the built-in spotlight, Ring has to manage that power draw carefully. That's why, for the moment at least, you won't find a higher resolution 4K version of this battery camera. This is what's called a 2K resolution camera, or as Ring prefers, Retinal 2K. 2K video is kind of the next step up in quality from 1080p or HD video because it technically has more pixels in the image, but it's not yet ultra high resolution. Retinal 2K is kind of a combination of some additional pixels in the video image as well as AI processing that can basically fill in the blanks for the camera by enhancing the video if, for example, you want to zoom in. So 2K, Retinal 2K, more pixels, AI processing. It's kind of a lot of jargon and a little marketing, so what does it actually look like and what does it mean to you? To find out, I installed the new Ring Spotlight Cam second generation battery next to my older Ring Spotlight Cam Pro, which shoots in 1080p HD. I'm going to show you the differences between the footage captured on these two cameras in just a sec, but because I wanted some coverage on our driveway and the front of the house, I did opt to mount the camera in a tree. Surprisingly, I was able to find a flat spot on the trunk, and this location actually works really well, and that's part of the reason a battery camera is the ideal fit here. I don't have to worry about powering it, just keeping the battery recharged. Let's talk about the video quality. 1080p and 2K video cameras are what I would say are the most common offerings for home security right now. It's kind of table stakes if you're putting a camera up around the house, but while there are starting to be 4K cameras available which offer double the resolution, those cameras do have limitations of their own, including a higher cost and a bigger power draw. So I think 2K cameras will continue to be popular for a while. Now, whether these cameras will work for you comes down to what you want to record or what you want to keep an eye on. 2K cameras are best for keeping tabs on general comings and goings as opposed to being able to identify finer details. If I put these side by side with the older camera on the left and the newer one on the right, the interesting thing is the differences are not really that apparent, particularly once you download full video clips. Where it does become more noticeable sometimes is if you need to do something like zoom in. The new Ring Spotlight Cam 2K second generation offers 6 times zoom. If I screenshot some close-ups here, you can see the zoom on the newer 2K version on the right is better than the old 1080p version. The picture is maybe a little crisper and sharper, and while it doesn't allow you to do things like read labels or a license plate at a distance, it does make it easier to maybe identify people. To test this out, I printed out a page of text with just 4 words on it, and I held it about 12 feet from the cameras. Interestingly, you can see it's impossible to read with either camera. And if I zoom in and crop that image, you still can't see it. So what this tells me is that when it comes to real life situations, both of these cameras are delivering the same overall video quality despite the differences in how Ring is labeling the resolution. So what it means for you is if you currently have a 1080p Ring camera, there's probably not going to be a noticeable upgrade. Ring cameras also offer two-way talk, so you can speak to someone who you can see on video and hear what they have to say as well. There's also a siren you can activate manually through the app, which can be a deterrent if you need one. In addition to the camera, you are getting home security through motion-activated low-energy LED lights. For those new to the Ring ecosystem, the Ring Spotlight cameras are outdoor security cameras with a pair of built-in lights that will automatically switch on when motion is detected. If you need brighter lights and wider coverage, the Ring floodlight cameras are probably going to be your next best bet, and I've got reviews of those here on the channel, both the older version and the new, and the 2K version and the 4K version. And by the way, if you're shopping for Ring product and need help navigating all that Ring has to offer, because if I'm being honest, you definitely have a lot of options, you should ask for my free Ring product guide. Just hit me with an email right here and I will send it directly to your inbox at no charge, as long as you put Ring product guide in the subject line. Back to the lights. These are 550 lumens of brightness, and that may seem hard to quantify. If I trigger the light, you can see here that it lights up our car and the driveway really well, and it will certainly act as a deterrent if anyone might want to try prowling around. The other benefit of the light is it definitely improves the viewing of your video footage when it's dark. In addition to paying for the camera itself, you'll want to budget for a Ring Protect plan, which is where your video is going to be stored on the cloud, and you'll be able to access some additional features. Now, I know plenty of people don't want the ongoing monthly costs, and if that's the case, I'd actually recommend you not adopt Ring cameras at all, because on their free plan, you can really only have one camera connected to the cloud, or if you have more, all you can do is use the cameras for a live look. It's not going to record anything if you're not paying for it. I've had a Ring Protect plan for probably about a decade, and I think it's an absolute must if you're going to go with this system. Plans range from about $5 to $30 per month, depending on how many cameras you have and the features you're looking for, so I highly recommend going to Ring's website to check out the options. Battery life on cameras like these can be a bit of a challenge, and it depends on a few factors like where you place the camera and how often it detects motion. The downside of my tree mount here is that the low-hanging weeping birch branches can sometimes trigger the camera, but fortunately it's possible to use the motion settings within the Ring app to both diminish the motion sensitivity and to only alert or record if it detects people as opposed to the camera going off every time a branch blows. For my setup, I did set it to trigger only for people and I cut the sensitivity way back. Even so, here, one of my 2 batteries depletes in about 2 weeks. It's hard to say if that's going to be an issue. With 2 batteries, I can get about a month of life in total, and since the batteries are rechargeable, that helps, but you will want to make sure to keep an eye on those battery levels and always keep one of the batteries charged up. Another consideration with battery cameras is you might want to make sure you can reach it from the ground so you don't have to potentially climb a ladder every time you need to charge the batteries. Overall, Ring's Retinal 2K cameras are the new entry-level standard for Ring. Let's go over both the pros and the cons so you can see if they might be right for your home situation. On the pro side, the cameras are easy to both install and set up, and the Ring app is really user-friendly. The cameras are extremely customizable, and you can adjust any number of settings to make the camera work better for you and your location. The fact this one has a light attached to the camera does make a difference in how your video footage looks too, and it provides an extra level of nighttime safety. The resolution is just fine for general household use and lets you see who's on your doorstep, driveway, or in your yard when you need to. So what are the potential downsides? I'd say depending on your placement and how much motion you get, the battery life could be a downside, but since there is room for an expansion battery, you can mitigate that, albeit at extra cost. I think if you're unhappy with the video quality or you might want to see more detail, you might not be happy with this camera, but you could easily upgrade to one of Ring's 4K cameras. Make sure to check my channel here for some video reviews of those options. And while I think I successfully showed that for the average user, there's probably not a huge jump in resolution from Ring's original 1080p cameras to the newer 2K Retinal view, that doesn't change the fact that resolution is still fairly good and will be fine for many users. Now, the last major detraction I tend to hear about is that Ring cameras do come with the monthly cost of a cloud recording and the Ring Protect plan, as it's known. If you're planning to buy online, also make sure you're really getting the latest one with the Retinal 2K display, because Ring's lineup and naming conventions can be pretty confusing. In short, if you need a battery-powered camera solution that also doubles as a security light and you don't necessarily need the sharpness and detail of 4K video, then this is a camera that's going to fit the bill for you, and I can absolutely recommend the Ring Spotlight Cam Battery 2nd generation for you. This camera is priced at about $169 US or $239 Canadian, and if you want to learn more about some of the other cameras from Ring's lineup, I think I've reviewed almost every product in it. Check out my reviews of both the 2K and the 4K spotlights from Ring right now.